Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Komodo. Komodo who? Komodo's Thursday Town Hall for January 21st, 2021. It's a bit of a new era today. Welcome. Yep, it's the era of kickoff of January events. Explore Komodo. I'm E. Giuliano, and we have today Delton, Otto, Jay Charming is here, and we have a few friends in the chat. Shout out to Jay Spook 16, Tom T, and Zoki Zog. So welcome everyone, and we're gonna flip it over to, well, we're gonna have some Delton telling us about Komodo in the news, and we're gonna hear more about what's going on. If there are any questions, please type them in the Thursday Town Hall chat. That would be much appreciated. Otherwise, we'll take questions in the Hangout after the live stream. And we're also going to hear about some Komodo workshops from Jay Charming. All right, Delton, how are you doing? And what's happening in the news?
Yeah, doing good. Yeah, what's happening in the news is we have a recent article. It's a quote from CA talking about the price of Ethereum reaching an all-time high, and just like some of the reasons behind that. One of the big reasons, of course, is Ethereum 2.0, the move to proof of stake. So CA talks about the importance of that and like how it's driving interest on a global level for the adoption of Ethereum, and yeah, just like DeFi in general. And we also have a blog post about this Explore Komodo kickoff January events, talking about like all the workshops we have coming up and how you can sign up and how you can get calendar reminders. Yeah, and just like more details about each specific campaign plan and then like how you can participate as well. And yeah, Jay Charming has more information on that as well.
Nice, Delton. So Delton, was there anything that you took away from the Crypto News Ethereum article?
Yeah, just like kind of how like altcoins have been doing really well recently. Ethereum, a lot of proof of stake coins. Yeah, and just like I definitely think adoption is really headed to where it's expanding beyond Bitcoin. So I think like a lot of institutional investors were definitely interested in Bitcoin, but now it seems to be like a lot more interest yeah, just for various projects, various blockchains. That's my main takeaway.
Appreciate that. We're always curious to hear everyone's takeaways. We've got a good chat going on. Join the Discord anytime. So that's about it. We do want to hear more about exploring Komodo kickoff and about these January events. Delton, did you want to say any words about that before we move over to Jay Charming?
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, just like everyone is welcome to participate. We're definitely excited about everything we have coming up for the rest of 2021. Yeah, and I think this blog post gives some like information about what you can expect. And yeah, Jay Charming will have more information as well.
Well, then, without further ado, let's move over to Jay Charming. How are you today? And tell us more, please.
Hey, doing pretty well today. Thanks for the intro and leading emceeing the Thursday Town Hall again as Giuliano. It's always a pleasure.
Likewise.
Yeah, so what we'll be doing is the Explore Komodo kickoff campaign set. This is happening during the last 2 weeks of January. During this time, we're going to be inviting community members, audience members, everybody who wants to come and join open discussions, hangouts, kind of like guided workshops over covering the various topics that that Komodo is going to be running each month, all the way up until June. You can see that on our roadmap if you want to explore what those are. So what I'll do is I'll just go through this lovely blog post put out by Delton, which he put a lot of work into making sure that we had calendar link signups and the ability for people to kind of follow up through and say like, yes, I'd like to be here for these discussions. So it's this save the date blog post, which you can go grab from our stream, or it's on our Twitter. If you go down to the January 21st, that's today. What we're doing is that at 7 p.m. GMT, and then again 6 hours later at 8 p.m. EST, so that we can hit both like a UK region and the Western region. Because we have audiences of both, we'll be running a discussion about the February campaign plan. And in it, I'll be talking about Discover Atomic Decks, some of our plans for it, and gathering some community feedback on what our community and what the people that have their eyes on Komodo want to see and hear us talk about during that month. So we have a basic plan for each month, and we know what we're after. But something that I've noticed since onboarding into the Komodo ecosystem and being in the Discord and the workshops is that there's a lot of requests for community involvement, like for there to be kind of like a let's all collaborate on this together. So the big vision here, as led by Otto, is let's just set up the basic structure and default, since we have some people that are just committed to pushing out and making noise about the Komodo, about everything Komodo's doing. And we'll do all the heavy lifting work, and then the audience can come in and set tone, give flavor, fill the space with everything else that they want to see get done. And these community discussions happening over the next 2 weeks is this exact implementable way that we can do this. Of course, if you can't attend the discussion, you can just watch the stream and make some comments, come join our Discord, talk about it in our channels. That's always an option too. So I'll go ahead and run through the rest real quick. We've got on January 22nd, which is Friday, we've got the social media March campaign plan. That's where we're going to be expanding out like all during March to cover various like social media platforms that were not already active. And we're going to be looking to bring some people in to help do some social media management there, because we obviously can't do it all ourselves. And that's that open discussion where it's like, if you feel like there's a specific place that Komodo isn't active but should be, it's probably on our list, but you can come and let us know and we can actually discuss about that, because that's going to help set the tone for what we actually go after. Same thing happens for the on January 26th, the Blockchain 101 EDU series, which is there's a blockchain fundamentals like blog post set that just really covers the meat of what is blockchain. And for April, we're going to be running an educational workshop series for 2 weeks, dragging in everybody that's never heard like about what actually blockchain is and just wants to get some basic 101 education over it. We've got a lot of new people in the crypto space in DeFi, for example, that have, they've just learned to come click a button, try to get 400% APR, and then wind up with impermanent loss and disenfranchised. So this is their chance to like come and learn. Then we've got the January 28th Atomic Dex Market Maker program. This is going to be a pretty big one, in my opinion. This is where we're really pushing those clear paths and get some resting liquidity on Atomic Dex. And the plan is pretty clear right now to be able to get a lot of trading volume on there too. And that's going to be one that if people want to be a part of that open discussion, hear what those specifics look like, and then give some feedback over it to say like, I hear this and I think it'll work, but maybe try this. We're a small team. We like the community as a group, as a team, like as all of Komodo, always has better ideas than just 2 or 3 people alone. And then we've got the Komodo Summer Conference, which is where all this is leading up into, which is where we're going to have basically what the stress test turned into, which was like a conferencing event, except more of that and bigger, because we're pulling in more media partners and we're getting more coverage, and we're already starting the invitations for people to come out and see who's interested in what we can all do during that time. We want to really explode this one out and make it massive now that we know that we can do it. And you can come and be a part of that discussion too. And then January 31st, we'll be revealing the new Komodo website and the Atomic Dex stable beta. And that's less of an open discussion, more of just like a, hey, come check it out. Like you can come hang out with us in a live stream event. And if you like everything that you see here, but you feel like all the calendar reminders, aren't going to do it for you because you just don't have the time, you can put your email address in here and just tick it to say sign up, and we'll send you wrap-ups of each one. And those wrap-ups will have the information you need and some clear paths for follow-ups so that you can still get your voice heard in the event you weren't able to attend.
Wow, that's a lot of really good events. It has a nice community feeling to it, constructive atmosphere. Really looking forward to this, and it's a nice. Also, it's a short time frame. It's between today and the end of the month, so there's definitely a lot coming at us over these next the rest of this month. So hopefully, a lot of people are excited and ready to get involved. For some clarification, Jay Charming, there are 2 calendar reminders: 7 p.m. GMT session and 8 p.m. EST session. Are these different? Are they the same?
Yeah, so these calendar reminders are going to be for two sessions covering the same topic. And what we're trying to do here is we know we have audiences all over the place, all over the world. So we're going to start by doing a half an hour in a UK time zone and then a half an hour in a Western US time zone. And between those two, we're hoping to like give our audiences the best chance to like hit both of these. So you don't have to come to both. You can come to both if you want to, but if you come to both for the same topic, we'll be pretty much running the same thing each time.
Good. And it is 6 live streamed events. And to get more information, well, just read the post and come around chat. Good. Any other things to say about that, Jay Charming?
Just to give emphasis to anybody from our community that's listening, that is part of this conversation that I've seen in the past months in our Discord, that they've been talking about how they miss the days of Komodo being a community-driven or community-run project, and how things used to be more public, and how like it's just that like all the discussions used to happen in public channels, and I've started trying to drag like my my media relation like discussions, like when somebody says, hey, I want to put out like an article, or I want to do like a SEO something for Komodo. Like I've started to try to do those in the public channels now, and all these things are an example of like trying to follow up with that community request, like let's do this stuff in public. And it's a really difficult thing because we have to actually build something out and just get it moving, and that takes like kind of like a tight-knit team efficiency, and the people that are available and working on it like day in day out, like that makes that happen. And at the same time, there's definitely still room for getting the community voice in there to say like, yes, like I want to see this, or I don't want to see this, or things like that, for everybody that like has time when and where they can. So this is the first attempt at that like direct follow-up. So if you see like, when I see something in the channels that somebody says like, oh, like I want to see more community involvement, like, or you see it, like just point them to this, say like, hey, this is our first try at following this up, and then seeing what it turns into.
Will do. All right. Very nice. Looking forward to it all. So we're going to move on now. I'm not seeing any questions, in which case, unless there's anything else, I'm just going to say hi to Otto. How are you doing there, Otto?
Hey, hi, I'm doing great.
Is there anything that you want to say about the Explore Komodo workshops initiative? Any of the specifics? What are you looking forward to, or what are you hoping that people will gravitate towards?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to finding ways to work with everyone, and that hope to see everyone on the next stream, which is, I believe, in just a few hours, and JC will be hosting that one, and it will be also live streamed, so everyone should wait around and be sure to check that out.
Good stuff. Okay. If there's nothing else for this week, unless anybody wants to share a meaningful event, then we can move on and move into the Hangout and continue our discussion there. What do you guys think?
Sounds great to me. Thanks for emceeing.
A pleasure, as always. So really looking forward to this Explore Komodo January events, the kickoff here. Me, Giuliano, we're going to sign off here from this live stream with Otto, Delton, and Jay Charming. Goodbye.
See you on the Discord. Bye-bye.
See you there.